Hi guys, it's Promise Mason here again. Okay guys, another wonderful Wednesday and trust you're having a wonderful day. So today we're gonna be designing this kids experience 1.0 flyer design. It's kind of inclusive of text effect and then the flyer. Okay guys, it's gonna be fun, trust me, and interesting. We are here to try something like this for a long time. Okay guys, if you're new to this channel, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you get notified once I drop an awesome video like this. Okay guys, without further ado, let's get started. I'm gonna start by getting a blank background, so I'll just head over to the background interface now and then click on the white background and everything is lost now. So I'm gonna teach a little on text effect before I proceed with the tutorial, so you guys get a heck of this text effect. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to my project. So this is the last text effect we learned. Okay, this is while it's disarranged like this is because it's on a landscape. Let me unlock all of them. It's on a landscape, so the text effect was designed on a portrait. So it happens on pixellab when you do designs or mostly text effect on portrait. When you switch to landscape, it's not going to look as it was, it's going to look scattered. So that's what's happening to this one now. Assuming this YouTube ratio is not 16:9, I'm gonna turn it to portrait so you see it goes back to what it was like before. So this is not my problem now. I wouldn't want to adjust this now. So let me continue what I want to let you guys know. Okay, so as this is a text effect now, let's say I would want to use this text effect on the flyer we're going to be doing now. So what you would do is you head over to the style here now. You save. First of all, you tap on, you could start from here to save, so you could tap on this one and then head over to this title here on the alphabet interface here. You click on the style to click save, and then you see it says save the current text as a new style. So you click OK, it saves it. You click on this one again, click on save, you save. That is how you're gonna do to save all the whole four text. You save this one and then you click on this one again and you save. That's how you're gonna save the whole four text. So once you get a text, now probably you're on a flyer, a different flyer, and you get a text and you want to change that text to the text effect you designed or someone you sold for, like I sell text effect, so I have a pack of this text effect. You could reach out to me should in case you need the pack. Okay, like 9 or 10 of them. So you head over to style, go to browse, then go to my style, not default. This one are the ones Pixel have created themselves. You go to default and then look at the whole text effect now. So you start from this one because that's the one you save. Look at it. This is 1 and 2 and 3. You could delete themselves from the style here. So I could delete. Let me go to browse. I could delete anyone I want to delete. So I've saved these guys before, so I'm just gonna delete them. Delete this, delete this. So I don't have multiple. I've saved it before, so I just have to explain. So I've deleted it now. So let me start afresh with this now. First of all, click on this one and then copy this text again, then bring it here, somewhere here, and then go to the style, go to browse my style, and then tap on this other style. This, this is a 4-layer text, so you note the layer of the text. That's the amount of saving you're gonna do. If it's 4-layer, that is, you have to save the 4 layers. Okay, so we'll duplicate this again. Let's cancel this. We'll duplicate this one and keep this one arranged as it was there. We'll keep this one here. Head over to the style again to browse, and then my style, this time around this third one, and keep it. And then we'll copy this again, place at the front, and then use the style tool again, browse, and then this last one now. So that is how you do it. So you pay attention to the arrangement, arrange it when you get what you are looking for. So this is not where you're doing. I had to explain that for the sake of those that don't know how to use text effects. So that is what we are going to do here. But first, let me get my image from my gallery. So I'll use the plus button now from gallery, and I'm heading over to gallery. It's loading. So this is the image of the boy I used. I'm just gonna tap on the image now, and it's gonna be up on pixellab now. So it's up now. I'm gonna use the square ratio and then take his face because that's what I want to take, and then draw to the extreme. See, it gets big, and this is cool. Now I'm gonna keep the image somewhere here, so the guy's face is gonna show, and then I'm gonna go to layer and lock it, and then use the plus to get a shape, and then draw the shape to get to the extreme again, and then I'm gonna go to relative position, and then shape interface relative position, and make it 100 is 100 relative position, center, and horizontal, vertical. Okay, it's balanced now. So what I want to do is go to color and probably go to the edit. This time around I went to the real edit where you edit it from default once the shape is bettered. Okay, so this is the color here. I have color. I'll switch to gradient now, and then I'm gonna choose any of these gradients. These are gradients on default, so you don't say I use the gradient you don't have. So you could choose this one now, this red and white, and then you could remove any of these, either the red, either the black or the white. So I'm just gonna remove the black, and this is the transparency slider, and then every of the black color is gone now. So this is what I need now. I'm gonna click OK and see what I have here. So but I don't want the this to erase this part of this guy's face, so I'll head over to the um gradient, and then this is the slider is used to change the arrangement of gradient. So I just switched over the white here, and then this one here now. Okay, you could switch from here also. Once you use this third tool here, it switches the color back. So this is it. I'm cool with this now, and I see what I have. I think this is not yet cool, so we'll draw this slider to somewhere here and see what we'll have. Okay, it's covering up, but not that perfect, so we'll draw it a little more. Okay, so this is good. I will click the OK button and then make it relative to the center again, and then the boy, we're gonna bring his picture down a little, so to cover up this let me look, this space here, to cover up this space. So I'm gonna bring this guy back to its normal place, and then this one, the boy image, I'm gonna bring it down. Okay, so I'll use relative position and make sure it's centered horizontal, not vertical. Let's check whether it's 100. Okay, it's not 100. That is why it's not covering up. So it's centered horizontally now. So this is cool. Now what we want to do now is edit it. I've taught you guys how to use this color filters. This is color filter to use to maneuver on the image, change image settings, hue, saturation, and the rest. So the hue here, it's gonna stay on 0. What you will reduce is saturation to 100. Okay, so then you reduce the brightness. I've taught you guys this trick of reducing brightness and increasing contrast, so you would love the outcome. So let's just keep the brightness at 50 and contrast at probably 49 or 50. Then you reduce the opacity. Let's keep the opacity to 49. You keep the opacity to 49. So you see what we have. So this is great now. This is perfect. So I will lock all these guys, the two of them, so I don't move them by mistake. So next is my text. I'll use the plus button, text, and then I'm going to double tap on the text now, and then delete the new text and type in my kids. So I have kids. I'll click OK, and then draw this, keep it somewhere here now. So then I'm gonna do what I taught you guys now before we started this tutorial. So I'll head over to the style now, browse, and then my style first is this one now. So you could see from all these things that text I've said before, so you know how many text layers, and you could know them by their color. So this is the first text. I'm gonna increase it a little bit. So let's check the size we have here. The size is 264, so you could stick to this size, or then you adjust your own. Okay, so this is the first layer. We'll copy this is second layer. Now you head over to style, browse, and then my style. This is the second layer, and then you arrange it to look like what the text effect was looking like. I think something like this is cool. We bring it down a little. Okay, so this is great. We'll copy this again and lock these two. So this is the third layer. Now you place it and then head over to browse again, to style browse, and then this is the third layer. You place it well and you have something that is looking great. So, and then you copy this again. This is now the fourth layer. You would want to lock this third layer so you don't move it by mistake. So you head over to browse now and then browse my style and then this last layer, and then we'll use the position tool now to make sure we don't move this and move. Okay, we'll move up, and I think we moved up too much. Okay, so you see we have our key text now. So you could mark the log this one and then mark the three keys, the four key texts, and then start moving as you want to place it. So move up and down a little bit. So we are cool with this now. The next text is experience 1.0. So I will double tap experience and then I'll click OK, and then the font there, it's Olivia. So I'll head over to my font and I must have used the font, so this is Olivia now. So Olivia semi bold, and then I'm going to resize the text somewhere here and change my color to black. So I have a black color. Let's see whether it's pure black. 00000. That's black. So I think the semi bold font is too thick for the Olivia, so we use Olivia regular, and then we are going to space the text. We'll space the text. So the more we are spacing, the more we are resizing the text. So we'll resize this. So you space and then you resize. So let's keep it at 18, and then we'll space it the more. So we'll go space to 88. So we'll use relative position and bring it to the center, and then 18 is the size of the text, and then the spacing I used here is 88. So I'm gonna move this left now and then copy this again, edit and delete this, and type in my 1.0. Then I'm gonna click OK, and then I'm gonna use the relative position to the center now, and then I'm gonna change the font. I'm gonna share you guys the font, okay? So don't panic, you get all the font that we use. I think I've shared Olivia before, so Best Ink I've also shared it before, so you guys are gonna be having all these fonts. So the kids font, you don't need the font because I taught the text effect. So what you will do is you get the text effect. So the color for the kit here, will get it from the kit. So you head over to the kit text, the second layer. This is the second layer. That's the color. You use the plus button now, and it's a gradient color. You click OK, and then use the plus button. From this one now, you copy it. You go to the color code as the color to use the pen lookalike to copy this one now. Copy this and then cancel and cancel and cancel. So the color we are going to use for the 1.0 is not a gradient color, so we'll just copy that color. Due to the color we use on the 1.0 is not a gradient color, so we'll keep on color, not gradient. So our button is going to be on color. Use the plus button by the right, and then this pencil lookalike too for typing in color code, and typing this color code now. We'll just copy it from the key text and then click OK and OK, and then you darken this green to somewhere here. So you could pick up this color code now, 005847. So I'll click OK now, and then I'm gonna go remove the spacing on this because I don't need it. So I'll refresh and it gets back to normal, and then I'm gonna increase the size so it looks visible. So we are gonna use 45 for the size, and then I'm gonna bring it to my left bring it up, and then make sure it's left aligned a little. Okay, so this is good now. I'm gonna mark the two of them, and then I move a little left and a little left. Okay, so we'll lock them so we don't move them. And then I'm gonna use the plus button at this time around to add my shape, and then I'm gonna resize this, something like this, and then place it somewhere here, keep here, and then use the good button, and then rotate this a little rotation. Won't add that much of rotation, so we could just rotate just 3, 4 would be better. Okay, for this, and then we'll click OK, and then we'll resize this because we are going to add stroke to this also. So we'll go to gallery now to add image as texture. So we'll use the texture tool now. So guys, this is the baby image here. I'm gonna use square dimension, not square. We're gonna use the 3:2 dimension to crop the baby, and then we'll click the good button beneath, and then we'll have the baby cropped now. So you can see that this dimension is not proper. So what we want to do is adjust the width so it looks balanced, and then we'll add stroke to this now. Add a stroke amount of 10 so it gets enough stroke, and then we'll add shadow. The shadow is what is going to bring out the stroke, and then we'll reduce the opacity of the shadow to somewhere here. This is a soft shadow. I've taught you guys how to use soft shadow, and then you increase the blur radius of the shadow, and then offset the shadow. You could offset Y a little 10, and then offset you could offset X minus 10 and offset Y to just 2, and then we'll reduce the opacity of this a little more somewhere here, and this is perfect. Now we can increase this the more, but then let's leave it as we are adding the images. If we have enough space, we'll still increase it. So this one is not going to have any rotation, so we'll head over to the rotate tool, refresh, and we'll have just 0 rotation. And then with the texture tool now, I'm gonna delete this and head over to gallery again to bring the second image. So I have this my gear here as the second image. I just tapped on her, she's gonna pop up, and then I'm gonna use the same 3:, and then crop to get her face. Then I'm gonna crop to get her face somewhere here. Then I'm gonna click OK, and then I have a face here at the center, and then I'm gonna keep this here to arrange it better, and then change the rotation to -4. Okay, -4, and click the good button, and then bring this up, and then up and up. This is great. So I'm gonna copy this again, place it here, and then rotate likewise. This time around is gonna be the 4. So we have a rotation of 4 now. Then I'm gonna move up, and then I'm gonna go change the image of this one through the texture. We'll delete this, and then we'll add my little gear here that is smiling, and then 3:2. I think got our face. We could just crop a little, and then OK, and then we'll have the baby face now somewhere here. You can increase the image of the baby. So we're gonna mark the 3 image now, and then increase them a little somewhere here. Okay, so this is great. I'm gonna move this to make them look perfect. Do some little touches on the image, and then the one that is at the center is gonna be in the front here, so it's not gonna be at the back of any of the image, so it looks balanced. So I think I'm done touching on the image. I think my experience text moved past the length it ought to move. So bring it back. Then I'm gonna move it a little because it occupied the space it should leave for the 1.0. Okay, so I will lock it again, and then I'm gonna I think I will have to move the images. Okay, the images are balanced. Let's move the images up a little. Okay, so I'm gonna mark them now and move up a little. Okay, so this is cool now, so let's lock them, and then we are cool with this now. So what I want to do next is get the shape for the shape divider and then place it somewhere here. And then rotate it just a little. Probably rotate 2, and then copy the shape again. The color of this is gonna be the color of the key text. This color I created, this color now, that's the color we're gonna leave there. Then bring it up a little. We might have to rotate this back if the rotation of this one is too much. So let's just keep this one to 2 also. And then the color of this yellow is gonna be this yellow here now. This yellow here in pixellab as therefore this yellow here, that's the color of the yellow. So you could copy the color code, but it's there on pixellab as default. You have FFEB3B. So I'll click OK and then take it to the back of this, and then I'm gonna bring this up a little, and then this down a little. Okay, so I will rotate this to just 1 because I will need to type a lot of stuff on it now. So this is looking okay. For us to get some space, this is a design. It's not strict to any stuff, so the more you design, you encounter obstacles. You have to adjust to look like what you would want the design to look like. Okay, so that is it for this. Now we've moved it up now, and then if you look at the design, you could see some rough noise effect I added. So the noise effect I'm going to share with you guys, I created it here on pixellab. I think I've also thought on how to create that noise effect. So I'm going to share with you guys and how to use them. I'm going to share how to use it on this tutorial, but not how to create it. I think I've shared it on my tutorial on the Alerochi food flyer. You could go watch that food flyer, Alerochi food flyer. I thought how to do that there. So I'm taking this to the back. Okay. Then it covers the 3 image, and then these guys are gonna go to the back also. So then I move to the back, then this guy to the back, and then take the image of the boy to the back, and then also this, and this also to the back. Most times when we are tapping on this thing, is not touching. Okay, so pixellab is quite small. Okay, so this is the white image. It has to cover the boy, and then this one has to be at the back of this one because that's the yellow one. Okay, so you could see that is looking dark. We've added the effect, but it's looking dark on the images now. So what you want to do is increase the brightness of the noise effect. So increase the brightness to 100, and then the contrast also, for you to get, if you increase the brightness now, so you see you won't get the texture is not there now. So what you want to do is increase the contrast. So once you're increasing the contrast, the texture is coming out. So you could leave as this now, whichever way you like. So I will want to keep my own at just 42. Okay, so this is okay for me. So I'll check whether it's 100. Is 100. I will use relative position, keep it at the center, and then go lock it so I don't move it by mistake, and lock these ones now. So what is left for me, it's my school bag. So I'll get my school bag from my gallery again. So I'll use the plus button from gallery. So this is the school bag. Click OK, and then keep it somewhere here, and then use the 3D tool, and then rotate, 3D rotate, and rotate Y, so it rotates the Y axis. And then I'm going to use the position tool now to bring it left, so it shows some of parts of the book. Okay, something like this. It's looking okay. So we'll head over to the color filter tool again for us to filter again. So we'll use the hue now and see whether we get something like green, and then we'll reduce the saturation and see what we get from reducing the saturation. Reduce the saturation, we can increase the brightness, increase the contrast, and then we could here again. I think we are getting something similar, so we are looking for. Okay, so this is looking like it now. We'll reduce the brightness a little bit, something like this. We'll reduce the brightness again, then reduce saturation, and then we'll hue the more, okay, so let's leave the hue at 78, 178 hue for the back. So I'm going to send it to you guys, so you hue, and then the saturation is -27, and then brightness is 4, contrast is 12. Okay, so you could increase the contrast a little more so it looks brighter. We'll click OK, and then we'll have it for the back, and then we'll get to shadow to add a shadow to the back, and then we'll have default shadow now. So we increase the blur radius of the shadow to 15, and then you offset to X, you offset X to -18, and you wouldn't have to offset Y for now. So then you reduce the opacity of the shadow to somewhere here, so it becomes a light shadow. Okay, so this is great now. So we increase the blur radius a little more to 18, and then this is perfect. Okay, I'll click OK now, and then lock the bag so I don't move it now. Okay, I think this our noise effect is looking too shouty, so I'm going to reduce the noise effect, the opacity of the noise effect. So I'll leave the opacity at 60, having everything adjusted. So I'll reduce the opacity of the noise effect at 60 opacity. Okay, so this is cool now. What is left for me to type in my text now? So I'll use the plus button now. Okay, so I'll use the plus button text. Here, double tap on the text, delete now, and then featuring. I have my featuring text, click OK, and then change to white text. Okay, so the font, it's Olivia bold for the featuring. And then I'm gonna resize it to that 14 there, and then move left, bring it up a little, somewhere there, and then copy the text again. This time around, go to edit, delete this. I have the whole listed stuff on my clipboard here. So quiz time, blah blah blah. I'll click OK, and then change the font to light, and then resize it so it's smaller than the other one. So we keep to just 9. keep to just 10, and then bring it down a little. I think this is great. So I'll copy the featuring, keep it somewhere here, and then use the position to move left, move up, and then click OK and edit, delete, and then type in my date. So I have the date Wednesday, and then we increase the date a little big, so we could keep date at 17, and then we'll bring it down a little left, and then I'm gonna copy this, keep here, edit, type in my location, which is Ihiagwa. Okay, so location, I think I misplaced location, so I'm gonna type in the Ihiagwa. I didn't copy the location on my clipboard, so I'm just gonna type it. Owerri West. Owerri West. So you have comma, Imo State. So I'm cool with this. I'll click OK, and then we'll resize this. So this is the same 9 to same 9, and then the font is gonna be the same light font. So we use some light 10, not 9. Same light font, and then we'll move this, we'll click OK, and then I'm going to use the plus button from gallery and get a location icon. So I will use the search button now. So guys, this is the location icon. I'll click OK, then resize this now, resize, and then bring it a little down, left, up, and then change the color to this green we used, this same green color. Click OK. Then I'm gonna zoom in this to resize the icon the more, and then I'm gonna use the plus button to get a shape. I'm gonna place this on a circle shape, so zoom out so I see my circle shape. Then I'm gonna resize this, resize, then use the position to position, and then take the circle to the back so you could see the icon, and then we are gonna resize the circle so we'll get something looking nice. I'm gonna move this left. So it's in alignment with this. I will move the position icon also. That's the location icon. Okay, it's balanced now. Then we'll move the Ihiagwa text a little up, and the position to use it to bring it down. Looks like it moves up. It moved up too much. And then the location icon will move it up again. Okay, we'll copy this now, then bring it down, then double tap and type in the date. So we'll have a date of a time of 8 a.m. sorry, not 8 p.m. I'll click OK, and then the font for this 8 a.m. is Bestinka. I'm gonna check. If I've not shared it with you guys, I'm gonna share with you guys right away. So the size 35, this one is 10, and then the Wednesday is 17. So this one now it's 35. So I'll bring it up now. Bring it up and make sure it doesn't cover much space. And then copy this, bring it close here, double tap on it, and type in my prompt. Okay. And then resize this a little, probably to just 9. And then move so it's balanced to the 8 p.m. It's balanced now, I think. Move left a little more. I think this is great. So I'll move together the 8 p.m. and the prompt text with the position to from this side and move it up a little. Somewhere here is cool. So I'll move this left now. Okay, so I'll zoom out now to see what I have. Okay, this is looking great, just that our Wednesday text was increased too much. So bring the date text up a little, brought it up too much, and then resize it a little to just 16. So we'll have a size of 16 for it to be spaced well. Okay. I think what I will need to do next night, I'm almost through, everything is looking perfect, is this shape, this 3 shape. It's not slanted well, so we'll slant it down the more. So we'll slant to 6 this time, or 7, or 8. Okay, so I'm gonna slant to 8 now. Then I'm gonna move, I think I locked it. So these two now that was slanted here, and then this other one will slant it to the same 8. So we'll slant this one okay, so we'll slant to 8. Okay, so move the gear up. So it's balanced with this, and then I'm gonna move this a little left so it's not noticeable. The back doesn't affect it that much. Okay. So we could move these two up, these two rectangles. Okay, so this is a finishing touch we are doing now. We're almost through. So this is great. This is great. So we could also move the Wednesday text. The location, and the time up a little. So guys, this is it. Thanks for watching this awesome tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not, and keep creating, guys. See you next Wednesday. Like and share, and have fun. Okay, see you guys next Wednesday.